A long-time NASA insider just blew the lid of something huge. According to this whistleblower, the agency, along with other federal players, is already laying the groundwork for a global con of epic proportions. And the public? Totally in the dark. The plan is simple and terrifying. Step 1, social conditioning. If you've noticed the sudden flood of UFO stories on mainstream media, that's not by accident. It's a carefully crafted narrative, designed to prep the masses for what comes next. Because in 2025, the elite plan to stage the ultimate false flag, a fake alien invasion. The goal? To terrify the world into submission, unite humanity under one banner, and roll out a one-world government in the name of survival. And if that sounds insane to you, that's exactly what they're counting on. But here's the thing, we've got the documents. Leaked emails, PowerPoint presentations, and even project code names. Proof that this isn't just a conspiracy theory, it's a plan that's been decades in the making. Before we dive in, a quick word about our partner, VP.net, the next generation of private browsing. VP.net is the only VPN designed with true zero-logging architecture. That means, unlike other VPNs, it literally can't track you. So even if governments or bad actors come knocking, there's nothing to hand over. It's that simple. Your data stays yours, period. Back in January, filmmaker and investigator Jeremy Corbell dropped a quiet bombshell. Insiders have known for decades what's coming in late 2025. This isn't sudden, it's not spontaneous. The plans have been in motion behind closed doors for years. Leaked documents confirm it. Whistleblowers have risked everything to speak out. Agencies across the board, NASA, the DoD, intelligence networks, have been preparing, and now they're ready to go.
But the lie is coming. All indications, like all of them, is that that lie is going to be that there is a craft slowly making its way to us here on Earth. And that is the lie they're going to want you to believe. It's nuanced, how they explain that, the nature of that threat. But that 100% is the lie you are going to be told. You even got a date. People have been whispering a date for a long time now. I know where that lie comes from. I know specifically what document from the 70s initiated the idea of that lie. A classified document. That is the lie you will be told. You're going to be told that there is a craft on its way to Earth. That's the lie. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Unfortunately, he wasn't wrong. By the time Jeremy Corbell sounded the alarm, the plan was already deep in motion. What we saw last year wasn't the beginning, it was the final dress rehearsal. Remember the great UFO panic in 2024? Strange lights in the sky, viral footage exploding across social media, and a sudden jarring shift from the mainstream media. The same networks that mocked and ridiculed UFO believers for years were suddenly speaking with urgency, seeding fear, and framing the phenomenon as a credible looming threat. It wasn't disclosure, it was programming.
Interesting. This is kind of unusual that these pilots saw different things, and that is sort of, I guess, adding to the mystery of all this.
Yeah, not even the pilots apparently were really able to identify what they saw. And just to take you back for a sec, on Thursday, the U.S. defense officials sent F-35 fighter jets up to try to figure out what this object was that was flying around near Alaska. Those pilots, we have learned, have given very conflicting accounts of what they actually experienced, with some pilots saying that the object interfered with the plane's sensors, other pilots saying that they didn't really experience that, other pilots saying that when they looked at the object, they could identify no identifiable propulsion system, and they did not know how it was actually staying in the air, cruising at that altitude of about 40,000 feet.
Then, just as the mainstream media was working the masses into a frenzy, the UFOs and drones vanished. But as insiders warned, this was just a dry run, a test. They said the real show would kick off in 2025, when the timing was right for maximum distraction and deception. Now, right on cue, the skies are lighting up again. Something's coming. And this time, it's not just about what we're seeing, it's about why.
Oh, what is that? This is a telescope, and I don't know what? This looks like bacteria or something.
That's so gross.
Oh, wow, you got it.
Wait, hold on. Can I go?
I don't know, y'all. This is kind of creepy.
Can I go? Why?
Very creepy.
And just as Jeremy Corbell warned 6 months ago, the switch has flipped. And now we're being sold the big lie. Mainstream headlines are sounding the alarm. An unidentified craft is on a collision course with Earth. Panic is building, governments are mobilizing. So-called experts like Harvard University's Avi Loeb are speculating. It may come to save us or destroy us, says Loeb, describing it as a mothership. We'd better be ready for both options.
Recently on the Joe Rogan podcast, they were talking about a 7-mile wide object that's heading straight towards Earth at a speed of 130,000 miles per hour. And some scientists are saying that this is not a natural object. And did you catch what I said? It's coming straight towards Earth.
You hear about that object that's hurtling towards Earth at like 130,000 miles an hour?
No, that might solve all our problems.
Some intergalactic object that's hurt. This guy, Avi Loeb, he's a professor at Harvard that believes it might be an alien probe.
Wow.
And he was talking about the odds of this thing being in the trajectory that it is, entering into our solar system in a direct path with Earth. The odds are extremely low. And at the place where it's doing it, it's when the Earth is the opposite side of the sun, so it's coming from behind the sun. And it's so it makes it difficult to detect. And that this object is in a direct line to come to Earth in 2027.
Do they have a trajectory of where it's going to land?
I don't think they totally know that yet. I think they're trying to calculate whether or not it's actually going to hit Earth or come near Earth or pass by Earth or what it is. Like
why do they think it's an alien satellite or whatever?
Well, there's this guy, Avi Loeb, this professor that I'm discussing. He also had an analysis of another object that passed by Earth a few years back that they named, and they said that this thing had a very bizarre metallic sort of a look to it that he did not think, based on the shape of it and the way it was traveling, that it was natural.
But this isn't first contacts, it's the next phase of the script. They're not warning us, they're conditioning us. And, according to a veteran NASA insider, unless humanity wakes up and rejects the illusion, we're staring down the barrel of permanent control. A life of digital chains under a single global regime. If that sounds ridiculous to you, then their spin is working. We'll break it all down, the documents, the timeline, and what's coming next, right after this word from our sponsor. Ever feel like the world is rigged against you? Constant stress from digging into the real stories the mainstream media buries. I get it. Prepping these deep dive episodes on hidden agendas and official lies leaves me reaching for something to stay sharp. That's where Fume comes in. And it's been a solid addition to my routine. Fume, today's sponsor, isn't like those chemical-laden vapes or nicotine traps pushed by the system. It's a flavoured air device, a natural, satisfying alternative for swapping out unhelpful habits. No smoke, no vapour, just pure flavours drawn through a fidget-friendly design that keeps your hands occupied and your focus locked in. Over 500,000 folks have made the switch, and I personally can see why. I regularly grab my maple pepper during late-night research sessions. It's refreshing and helps me power through without any junk. Whether you're dealing with daily pressures or just need a better go-to, Fume's got options from mint to citrus that actually deliver. Right now, snag the Journey Pack with my code PeoplesVoice for a free Fume topper. Head to tryfume.com/peoplesvoice. Links below. That's tryfume.com/peoplesvoice. It's a smart move for staying ahead in this crazy world.